Christianity offered redemption through a single being of the male sex. Christ must redeem us from being born out of a woman. His power to do so comes from the fact that he is the son of a male God. At death, Christ does not return to the Mother Earth like earlier vegetation deities to renew and fructify us all. Christ is a vegetation deity who refuses to be recycled. Instead, he ascends to heaven to sit as a judge at his Father's side. In the Gospel of Thomas, the following exchange occurs in the presence of Mary Magdalene. Simon Peter said to them, "Let Mary leave us, for women are not worthy of life." Jesus said, "I myself shall lead her in order to make her male, so that she too may become a living spirit, resembling you males. For every woman who will make herself male will enter the kingdom of heaven." Simon Peter was the founder of the Christian church among the Jews and the spokesman of the apostles, and lucky for him that women are women. The great domed cathedral of St. Peter's in Rome was built with brothel taxes. Once and for all, Christ signified the end of rebirth through the mother. He denies his mother. "Woman, what have I to do with thee?" John chapter 2 verse 4. Nothing, apparently. Now men must be born through a male mother, Christ, and women must be reborn male to even be considered worthy of life. To be wholly honest, Christ should have said, "I've come to destroy the mother and go about my Father's business." In the apocryphal texts, Jesus does say, "For I have come to destroy the works of the female. Death will prevail as long as you women bear children." Such a nihilistic denial of the value of earthly life, coupled with the Christian Church's imperialistic urge to control that life, specifically to control women's reproduction of it, has contributed greatly to the biophobic insanity of the past 2,000 years of human existence. In the past 4,000 years of patriarchy, there has been about 3 years of comparative peace. Under Christ, the so-called Prince of Peace, the Western world has been at continuous war with its enemies and with itself. Christendom have some doctrines of despair and alienation, theories of master races and inferior blood, a daily reduction of life to stupid mechanisms, grotesque paranoias about the unconscious, a hatred and fear of the world and all the things in it as inherently evil. Most of all, Christianity has fueled man's hatred and fear of women as being the givers of this miserable and treacherous existence. How could our ancestors have survived and evolved through more than 500,000 years of human life on Earth if they had experienced life in such a consistently ugly way? Human beings are bound to each other through the mother. As her children, we share a blood bond with all creation. We are all made the same from her flesh, her desires, her dreams. Under patriarchy, this mystical blood bond is broken. Our flesh bond becomes the source of all evil. Under Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and state communism, the 4 major Western patriarchal religions, the compulsion to control or destroy the flesh of the other has been historically stronger than the sated desire of brotherhood. This perpetual success of war and failure of peace is then said to be the human condition, but it is only the condition of humans under patriarchy. Under patriarchy, there is a literal belief that all life is created for men to use, and what patriarchal men see as usable is also seen as contemptible. We suggest that the atomic or nuclear blast is man's final identification with the sun god, the final annihilation of matter, mother, and that this is the implicit goal of all patriarchal religions. If they cannot control life utterly, they will choose to destroy it. The nuclear technician is the ultimate priest of the Father, handing us his unholy mushrooms of rigid and uncreative death, a ceremonial sacrifice of mere objective numbers without grace, hope, rebirth, or magic immortality.